Hi friends, and welcome back to another week of GCKids Online. I'm so glad that you're here. This week we're talking about who was Jesus? Why and how could he be the one who saved us from our sins? And we've been talking about how God always had a plan to send Jesus to save us, right? But this week we're going to talk a little bit more about how Jesus was fully God and fully human, and who Jesus was. How could he be the one to save us from our sins? And we're going to read from Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6 today, and I'll go ahead and read for us. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Wow, so we believe that Jesus was fully God and fully human. And that is what made it possible for Jesus to save us from our sins. And just like God always had a plan to send Jesus, God always had a plan for Jesus to not only be fully God, but fully human. Wow, can you say, Jesus is God? Jesus is human. Let's say that again together. Jesus is God, and Jesus is human. Wow, so we are humans, right? Yes, we are people. But that's all that we are. We're just human. But Jesus is God and Jesus is human. Wow, that's such a cool thing to learn about. And the Bible calls Jesus Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace. And that's how we know that he is God. But the Bible also tells us that Jesus was born into the world as a baby, just like me and just like you. And that tells us that Jesus was human. Wow. So Jesus was fully God and fully human. And that is how he was able to redeem us from our sins. Because Jesus died on the cross for us and rose again 3 days later after living a perfect life. Wow, that is such a cool thing to learn about. So let's say it together one last time before we say goodbye. Jesus is God and Jesus is human. Okay, one more time. Jesus is God and Jesus is human. Great job. I hope you learned something new today that you can share with someone you know. And I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.